God has moved with power, and even the places you thought could never open have been shaken. A great financial release has been placed over your name. But if you turn away from this moment, even briefly, you may miss the timing and face unnecessary loss. Listen closely, because what you are hearing is not ordinary, and it is not something you should delay. I am speaking directly into your life right now because something has already begun moving in your favor, and your response will decide whether it reaches your hands or passes outside your awareness. This is not luck. This is not chance. This is provision that has already been marked with your name. If your attention wanders, you may miss the exact timing I have arranged for your breakthrough. Stay here. Stay focused, because what is unfolding is connected to your future, your provision, and the stability you have prayed for. Type Amen if you believe. When I say the bank was left in shock, I mean the doors you believed were sealed have already started opening without you knowing. Resources that once felt unreachable have already been connected to you, and a process has begun in places your eyes cannot yet see. This is not only about money, this is about restoration, provision, and the correction of what was delayed, denied, or taken from your life. There were moments when you believed your effort had been wasted, when you felt unseen and forgotten. But I was watching every step and preparing this exact release. I need you to understand that this is happening now, not someday later, and your awareness is part of receiving it. In this moment, your attention is acting like a key, and if you treat this lightly, you may slow down what has already been approved for you. I am not asking you to work harder or prove your worth again. I am asking you to remain present and aligned with what I am doing. There are decisions ahead, small decisions that may seem unimportant, but they will determine whether this flow reaches you fully or becomes blocked. Do not underestimate this, because distraction would love to pull your focus away right when what is yours is drawing near. This is why I am speaking with urgency, because the timing is sensitive and must not be ignored. Right now, pause and give this your full attention. And if this is reaching your heart, take a moment to like this video so you stay connected to what I am revealing. You have walked through seasons where lack tried to name your story, where every step forward felt difficult and every breakthrough seemed far away. I saw every tear, every silent prayer, and every moment when you kept moving even though it felt pointless. What you could not see was how those moments were building something greater behind the scenes, something that needed time to become strong. This release is connected to your endurance, your faith, and the part of you that refused to quit when everything around you told you to stop. Now that the moment has arrived, I need you to recognize it and not treat it as something common. There will be people around you who do not understand what is happening, and there may be situations that still look the same on the surface. Do not let appearances deceive you, because the shift has already started, and it is working in ways that are not fully visible yet. Stay grounded in me, because your focus will help protect what I am bringing into your life. The losses I warned about are not punishment. They are the result of disconnection and distraction during a critical moment. When you remain aligned, you remain positioned to receive everything that has been released for you. Type 777 to receive blessings. I am calling you to move with awareness, to listen carefully, and to trust that what I have prepared is not fragile, though it does require your cooperation. You are not chasing this blessing. It is already moving toward you, but you must be ready to receive it when it arrives. There may be moments when you feel unsure, but I will guide you step by step if you stay connected to my voice. Do not rush ahead, and do not fall behind, because your pace matters in this moment. I am aligning everything for you. Even what seemed delayed is now being accelerated in your favor. What you feel right now is not confusion. It is the weight of a moment that carries real meaning. I am drawing your attention again, because this is not a passing word. It is part of what has already been activated in your favor. There are movements happening around you that you cannot yet trace. Connections being formed, approvals being released, and doors being positioned to open at the right second. If you stay aware, you will recognize them when they appear. But if you drift into doubt or distraction, you may overlook what was meant to lift you higher. This is why I am speaking again with urgency. Because you are standing in the middle of a turning point, you have asked me for change, for relief, for a shift that would finally break the cycle you have been stuck in. I heard those requests when they were whispered in your lowest moments, when you did not even have the strength to say them out loud. What you are witnessing now is the answer beginning to unfold. Not in a dramatic instant, but in a precise and intentional sequence. Every detail matters, every step is guided, and every moment of attention you give strengthens your alignment with what I am doing. Do not measure this by how it looks on the outside, because the most powerful parts are happening beneath the surface. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. There is a flow that has already been released, and it is moving towards you with purpose. It carries provision, opportunity, and restoration, but it also carries responsibility. You are not receiving this by accident. You are receiving it because you have been prepared, shaped, and refined through everything you have endured. The delays were not denial. They were preparation. And now the timing has shifted. This is why I am asking you to remain steady, because sudden movement can sometimes cause you to act too quickly or overlook what truly matters. Why are over 547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There will be moments very soon when you will need to make choices that seem small, but are deeply connected to this release. A conversation you choose to have, a decision you make about your time, or even something you choose to ignore can change the direction of what is coming. I am not trying to burden you. I am guiding you so that you do not lose what has already been set aside for you. Stay calm, stay centered, and do not let fear lead your actions. When you move with peace, you will recognize the path I am placing in front of you. You have carried the weight of uncertainty for a long time, and it has shaped the way you see opportunities. You may feel hesitant even now to fully believe that something significant is happening for you. That hesitation is understandable, but it cannot control your response in this moment. I am calling you to trust beyond what you have experienced before, to step into this new season with confidence that comes from me. What is arriving is not fragile, but your mindset will determine how you receive it and how long it stays. There are people who walked away from you when things were difficult, and there are situations that left you feeling empty and discouraged. I saw all of it, and none of it was wasted. What you lost is not the end of your story. It is part of what made room for what is coming now. This release is not only about gaining something new, it is also about restoring what was taken and replacing what was broken. I am not giving you something temporary. I am establishing something that can remain if you stay aligned with me. Type yes to affirm. You must also understand that distraction will try to appear in subtle ways. Not always obvious or dramatic, it may come as a thought that pulls you away, a feeling that makes you doubt, or a situation that demands your attention at the wrong time. Pay attention to what you allow into your focus, because your attention is valuable in this moment. When you stay connected to me, you will have clarity, and that clarity will protect what has been released in your name. Do not let temporary noise cause you to miss something that carries lasting impact. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be present. Presence will keep you aware. It will help you notice what others overlook, and it will guide your steps without confusion. You do not have to force anything to happen, because what is meant for you is already moving toward you. Your role is to recognize it, receive it, and walk in alignment with it. This is why I continue to speak, because I want you to fully step into what has been prepared for you. There is also a shift happening within you, something that is strengthening your ability to handle what is coming. You are not the same person you were when you first asked for this kind of breakthrough. You have grown, you have learned, and you have developed a deeper understanding of what truly matters. This internal change is just as important as the external provision, because it will help you sustain what you receive. Without this growth, the blessing could overwhelm you. But now you are ready. The shock that was caused is not only about the size of what was released, it is about the timing and the unexpected way it is unfolding. What seemed delayed is now moving quickly, and what felt impossible is now becoming reachable. This is a reminder that I am not limited by what you see, and I am not restricted by what others expect. When I decide to move, everything can shift in a moment. And that is exactly what is happening now. Stay anchored in that truth, because it will keep you steady as things begin to change around you. You may start to notice small signs that something is different, subtle changes that confirm what I am telling you. Do not ignore those signs, because they are part of the process, and they are meant to encourage you. Each one is a step closer to the full manifestation of what has been released. When you acknowledge them, you strengthen your awareness and your connection to what I am doing. This is not about chasing signs. It is about recognizing what is already unfolding. Here's is why I keep calling your attention back. Because I do not want you to drift away when you are so close to receiving what has already been set aside for you. Stay anchored in this moment, because what is happening now carries weight that will shape what comes next. You have spent time waiting, hoping, and wondering when things would finally turn in your favor. There were days when it felt like nothing was moving, like every effort you made disappeared without results. But what you could not see was how each step you took was being counted. Each moment of patience was building toward this release. I do not overlook your perseverance, and I do not forget the faith you held on to when it would have been easier to give up. Now that the answer is unfolding, I need you to stay present so you can receive it fully and not miss what has your name written on it. Type 222 if you trust God. There is a difference between waiting and being ready, and right now, you are being called into readiness. Waiting was about endurance, about holding on through uncertainty, and trusting that I was still working. Readiness is about awareness, about recognizing when the moment has arrived and stepping into it without hesitation. This is where many people lose what was meant for them, not because it was taken away, but because they did not recognize the moment when it appeared. I am guiding you so that this will not happen to you, so that you will see clearly and move with confidence when the opportunity stands in front of you. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful, it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You may feel a mixture of excitement and hesitation, and that is natural when something significant is about to happen. The unknown can make you pause, and past experiences may try to remind you of disappointments. But this moment is not a repetition of your past. It is a new chapter that has been carefully prepared. I am not bringing you back to the same place. I am moving you forward into something greater. Let go of the expectation that things will go wrong, and allow yourself to receive what is being placed in your path. There are habits and patterns that you have outgrown, even if they still feel familiar. As this new provision enters your life, you will need to release anything that does not align with where you are going. This is not about losing something valuable. It is about making space for what is better. When you hold on to what no longer serves you, you limit what you can receive. Trust that what I am guiding you to leave behind is not meant to go with you into this next season. You are also being protected in ways you cannot see, shielded from distractions and obstacles that could interfere with what is coming. There are things that have already been removed from your path without your awareness, situations that could have delayed or disrupted this moment. This is part of my care for you, ensuring that when the release reaches you, it is not hindered by what does not belong. You are being positioned with intention, and every adjustment that has been made is working in your favor. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. Do not measure your progress by what others are doing or what their lives look like. Your journey is unique, and what is being prepared for you is specific to your path. Comparison will only distract you and pull your focus away from what truly matters. I am not asking you to look around. I am asking you to look forward, to stay connected to what I am doing in your life. When you keep your eyes on me, you will not be shaken by what is happening around you. There will be confirmations along the way, moments that make you pause and realize that something is different. Pay attention to those moments because they are not coincidences. They are reminders that you are on the right path, that what I have spoken is coming to pass. Each confirmation is meant to strengthen your faith and keep you aligned with what is unfolding. Do not ignore them or dismiss them, because they are part of how I communicate with you. You are not required to understand every detail of what is happening, and you are not expected to control the outcome. Your role is to trust, to remain present, and to follow the guidance you receive. When you try to take control out of fear, you create resistance that can slow the flow. But when you trust and move with peace, everything aligns more naturally. This is why I am calling you into a place of calm awareness where you can receive without forcing and move without fear. What is being released is not just for a moment. It has the potential to impact your life in a lasting way. It can change how you live, how you think, and how you see your future. This is why it matters that you stay connected because this is not something to be handled carelessly. I am placing something valuable in your hands, something that carries purpose and potential. Treat it with the attention it deserves, and it will grow in ways you cannot yet imagine. You are stepping into a time where what once seemed distant is becoming close, where what felt impossible is becoming real. This is not a coincidence. It is the result of everything that has been building up to this moment. I have been with you through every stage, and I am with you now as this new phase begins. You are not walking into this alone. You are being led, supported, and protected every step of the way. There were times when you questioned if your efforts mattered, when you felt like nothing was changing no matter how much you tried. I saw those moments, and I used them to strengthen something within you that could not be shaken. You were not being ignored. You were being built up for this exact point in your journey. Now that the release is moving toward you, it is important that you do not return to the mindset of lack or doubt. What is coming requires a new way of thinking, one that believes in abundance, stability, and continued growth. Type 1010 to claim miracles. There is a rhythm to what is happening, and when you move in sync with it, everything becomes clearer. You will notice that certain opportunities appear at the right time, that certain conversations open doors you did not expect, and that certain decisions feel guided rather than forced. This is how you will know that you are aligned with me, because things will begin to flow with purpose instead of confusion. Do not rush ahead trying to control every outcome, because this process is not meant to be forced. Let it unfold as I guide you, and you will see how everything begins to work together in your favor. You may also feel a shift in your confidence, a quiet assurance that something good is truly happening for you. This is not arrogance. It is the result of recognizing that I am working in your life. Hold on to that confidence, because it will help you make decisions without hesitation when the time comes. There will be moments when you need to act, and your willingness to move forward will determine how smoothly things progress. I am preparing you to step into those moments with clarity and peace. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work? Just the right words. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public, and now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. At the same time, be mindful of what you allow to influence your thoughts. Not every voice around you will understand what is happening, and not every opinion will be helpful. Guard your focus, because doubt can spread quickly if you give it space. Stay connected to me, and let my guidance be the strongest voice you listen to. When you remain centered, you will not be easily shaken by what others say or by what circumstances look like on the surface. You are not receiving this because of chance, and you are not holding on to it by your own strength alone. I am the one who is sustaining this flow, and I am the one who will continue to guide you as it unfolds. This should bring you peace, because it means you do not have to carry the burden of making everything happen. Your role is to stay aligned, to listen, and to act when I lead you. When you do this, you will see how things begin to move with greater ease and consistency. Type 888 to attract abundance. There will be a moment soon where everything becomes more visible, where what has been developing quietly begins to show itself clearly. When that moment comes, do not hesitate or second-guess what you are seeing. Recognize it for what it is: a confirmation that what I have been telling you is real. This is where your readiness will matter. because you will need to step forward with confidence and receive what is being placed before you. Do not shrink back and do not question your worthiness, because this has already been assigned to you. You have been chosen to experience this shift, not because you are perfect, but because you remained faithful through what you went through. You did not give up when things were difficult, and you did not walk away when it would have been easier to do so. That faithfulness has positioned you for this moment, and it is why this release carries your name. I am not rewarding you for performance. I am honoring your endurance and your trust in me. As this unfolds, you will begin to see changes not only in your circumstances, but also in how you view yourself and your future. You will start to think differently, to expect more, and to move with a sense of purpose that was not there before. This is part of the transformation, and it is necessary for what you are receiving to grow and remain. Do not resist these changes. Even if they feel unfamiliar at first, they are shaping you into someone who can carry what has been given without losing it. You are also stepping into a place where your actions will have greater impact, where what you do will open doors, not only for you, but for others as well. This is not just about your own gain. It is about what can flow through you and create something meaningful. When you receive this release with the right mindset, it becomes more than a blessing. It becomes a source of growth and influence. This is part of the bigger picture that you are stepping into. Every delay you faced, every closed door you encountered, was part of shaping this exact moment so it could arrive with strength and stability. I am not rushing this process because what I am giving you is meant to last, not fade away quickly. Stay with me in this, because the more you remain present, the more clearly you will understand what is happening around you. You have been conditioned by past disappointments to expect less than what I am now placing before you. That mindset was formed through repeated struggles, through times when things did not go the way you hoped. But I am asking you now to release that expectation because it does not belong in this new season. What is being released is not limited by your past, and it is not defined by what you have previously experienced. You are moving into something new, and your thoughts must align with that newness if you are to fully receive it. Type 1111 to affirm. There is a flow that is gaining strength, and you may start to feel its effects more strongly as time moves forward. You may notice that things begin to come together more quickly, that opportunities begin to appear in ways that feel almost unexpected. This is not coincidence. It is the result of what has already been set in motion. When you see these things happening, do not hesitate or question them too much. Receive them with confidence, knowing that they are part of what I have been preparing for you. At the same time, I am strengthening your ability to manage what is coming into your life. You are not being given something you cannot handle, and you are not being placed in a position where you will fail. I am equipping you with the wisdom, the patience, and the understanding you need to carry this forward. This is why you may feel a shift within yourself, a growing sense of awareness and responsibility. It is not pressure, it is preparation, and it is necessary for what you are about to receive. There may also be moments where you feel tested, where situations arise that seem to challenge your focus or your trust. Do not be alarmed by these moments, because they are not meant to stop you. They are there to strengthen your alignment, to ensure that you remain steady, even when things are not perfectly clear. When you stay grounded in me during these moments, you will come through them stronger and more confident. This will only increase your ability to receive and sustain what has been released. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 19 547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, clear debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150-million-year-old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You are not walking into uncertainty. Even if it feels that way at times, I have already seen the path ahead, and I am guiding you along it step by step. You do not need to have all the answers right now, because I will reveal what you need when you need it. This is part of the trust I am calling you into, a trust that does not depend on seeing everything in advance. When you walk with me in this way, you will find that each step becomes clearer as you take it. Type 555 if you believe in divine timing. You are also being brought into a place where your choices carry greater weight, where what you decide will have a stronger impact on what unfolds next. This is not something to fear. It is something to embrace with awareness. You are being trusted with more, and that trust is a sign of the growth that has taken place within you. When you make decisions from a place of peace and alignment, you will see how they lead you closer to what has been prepared. There are things that once held you back that no longer have the same power over you. You may begin to notice that certain fears feel weaker, that certain doubts no longer control your actions the way they used to. This is part of the transformation that has been happening within you. You are not the same person you were before, and that change is necessary for what you are receiving. Do not try to hold on to old patterns because they do not belong in this new phase of your life. You are also being positioned in a way that will allow you to recognize opportunities more quickly. Where you once might have hesitated or overlooked something important, you will now see it with clarity. This is part of how I am guiding you, making sure that you do not miss what is being placed in front of you. Your awareness is increasing, and that awareness will help you move forward with confidence and purpose. As this continues to unfold, you will begin to see how everything is connected, how what once seemed separate is actually part of a larger plan. This understanding will bring you peace because you will realize that nothing was wasted and nothing was random. Every step, every moment, every experience has led you to this point. And now, as you stand here, you are ready to receive what has been released in your name. Type 333 to receive favor. Keep your focus steady, and do not allow distractions or doubt to pull you away from what is unfolding. What is happening right now carries weight, and it requires your full attention. You are not being asked to do something beyond your strength. You are being asked to stay present and trust what I am doing. When you do this, you will begin to notice that things flow with less resistance, and what once felt difficult begins to open more naturally. But I am strengthening you so you can remain steady and not pull away when the changes begin to show around you. Stay grounded, because what is unfolding now is not weak or uncertain. It is firm, settled, and already established. You have carried a quiet expectation inside you. Even during the times when you tried to ignore it, there was always a part of you that believed something better was coming. Even when everything around you seemed to say otherwise, that expectation came from me, and I placed it within you so you would not give up. Now that the moment is drawing near, I am bringing that expectation back to the surface. But this time, it is no longer only hope. It is confirmation. What you sensed before is now beginning to become real, and you are being called to receive it without hesitation. Type 444. If you feel protected, There are adjustments happening around your life that may not seem obvious at first, but they are necessary for what is coming to settle properly. Certain situations are shifting, some paths are closing, others are opening, and all of it is being guided with precision. Do not resist these changes, even when they feel unfamiliar, because they are clearing the way for what belongs to you. When something moves out of your path, it is not always a loss. Sometimes it is preparation. Trust that I am removing what could interfere, so what is meant for you can arrive without obstruction. You are also being drawn into a place of greater discipline, not from pressure, but from purpose. What is being released into your life requires attention, careless, and consistency. This does not mean you must become perfect. It means you must become intentional. Small actions will begin to carry greater meaning, and the way you manage what you receive will determine how it grows. I am guiding you to be mindful and to handle what is given with wisdom, so it does not slip away through carelessness. There may be moments when you feel sudden urgency, a sense that you need to act or respond quickly. Pay attention to those moments, because they are not random. They are part of how I lead you, prompting you at the right time so you do not miss what is being placed before you. But do not confuse urgency with panic, because what I bring is clear and steady, not chaotic. When peace is present alongside the urgency, you will know it is me leading you forward. You are being lifted in ways that others may not understand right away. And that is why you must keep your focus on me instead of their opinions. Not everyone will see what I am doing in your life, and not everyone will support it. But their understanding is not required for this to happen, because this is between you and me. Stay anchored in that truth, and do not allow outside voices to shake your confidence or direction. Type 666 to stay focused. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it is spreading too quickly. But the government could take down this secret at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. As this continues, you will notice your perspective changing. You will begin to see possibilities in places where you once only saw limits. This is part of the transformation that comes with alignment. I am opening your eyes to what is available to you and showing you that you are not as restricted as you once believed. When you begin to see this clearly, you will move differently. You will make choices with more confidence, and you will step into opportunities without the same hesitation. You are also being reminded that what is coming is not only for you to hold, but for you to steward. That means the way you handle it matters. The way you think about it matters, and the way you use it matters. I am trusting you with something valuable, and that trust is a sign of your growth. You are no longer in a place where you are only trying to survive. You are stepping into a place where you can build, expand, and create something lasting. There will be a moment when everything becomes very real, when what has been spoken begins to appear in a way that cannot be ignored. When that moment comes, do not shrink back or question whether you deserve it. This has already been assigned to you, and it is arriving because the timing is right. Receive it with confidence, and do not allow doubt to take hold when you are this close to receiving its fullness. You are not alone in this transition. and you are not expected to navigate it without guidance. I am with you in every step, adjusting, directing, and protecting you as things unfold. When you feel uncertain, return your focus to me, and you will find clarity again. This is not a path you are walking blindly. It is one that is being illuminated step by step as you move forward. Type 999 to claim completion. Stay present, because what is happening now is building towards something even greater. This is not the end of the release. It is part of a larger flow that will continue to expand in your life. Each step you take is bringing you closer to a place of stability, provision, and growth that once felt distant. I am guiding you into that place, and I am ensuring that you arrive there with everything you need. There is a weight to this moment that you can feel, even if you cannot fully explain it. That weight is not meant to burden you. It is meant to remind you that something meaningful is happening. You are not imagining this shift, and you are not overthinking it. You are sensing what I am doing. Stay with that awareness, because it will guide you through the final steps of this. Do not ignore what you feel, because it is part of how I am communicating with you and keeping you aligned. Type 111 if you feel the shift. There are still small adjustments being made, final alignments that are necessary before everything becomes fully visible. You may notice delays in certain areas or slight changes in direction, but these are not setbacks. They are refinements, ensuring that everything arrives in the right way and at the right time. Trust these adjustments, because they are protecting what has been prepared for you. When everything comes together, you will see why each detail mattered and why nothing could be rushed. You are also being called to remain disciplined in your thoughts, because what you think now will influence how you receive what is coming. Negative patterns may try to return, reminding you of past disappointments or failures. But those patterns do not belong here, and they do not have the authority to shape this moment. When you choose to focus on what I am doing instead of what you fear, you create space for this release to settle into your life fully. Guard your mind, because your thoughts are part of how you align with what is being given. There will be moments very soon where you will clearly see the result of what has been set in motion. It may come through an opportunity, a financial shift, or a situation that opens up in a way you did not expect. When that moment arrives, do not hesitate. Do not doubt, and do not hold back. Step into it with confidence, because it is the answer you have been waiting for. This is where your readiness will matter most, because your response will determine how smoothly this transition unfolds. You are not stepping into something temporary. You are stepping into something that has the potential to remain and grow. This is why I have taken the time to prepare you, to strengthen you, and to guide you through everything you have experienced. Without that preparation, this moment would not have the same stability. But now you are ready, and what is coming will reflect that readiness. Trust that you are capable of handling what is being placed in your life. Type 1313 to stay aligned. You may also notice that certain relationships begin to shift, that some people move closer while others move away. This is part of the alignment process, and it is necessary for what is coming to remain steady. Not everyone is meant to walk with you into this next phase, and that is not something to resist. I am placing the right people around you, those who will support, understand, and grow with you. Let these changes happen without holding on to what no longer fits where you are going. Your environment is also being shaped in ways that will support your growth and your stability. Situations that once felt uncertain will begin to feel more secure, and areas of your life that lack direction will begin to gain clarity. This is part of the foundation being built for what has been released, I am not only giving you something, I am creating the space where it can thrive. When you recognize this, you will see that everything around you is working together for your good. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password now leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. It's already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and may disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. There is also a deeper sense of purpose emerging within you. A realization that what you are receiving is connected to something greater. This is not just about your own gain. It is about what you can do with what you are given. When you begin to see this, your perspective will shift and you will approach this release with greater intention. This is how it grows. This is how it expands, and this is how it becomes something lasting. You are being trusted with this moment, and that trust is not given lightly. It comes from the growth you have shown, the faith you have held, and the perseverance you have demonstrated. I have seen how you have handled difficulty, and now I'm watching how you handle increase. This is your opportunity to step into a new level, to move forward with confidence and clarity. Do not shrink back now, because you are exactly where you need to be. Type 1414 to receive favor. Stay focused, because you are very close to seeing everything come together in a way that cannot be denied. What has been spoken is becoming visible, and what has been prepared is arriving. You are not waiting anymore. You are receiving. This is the moment you have been moving toward, and it is unfolding right now. You have been prepared for this more than you realize, even in ways you did not understand at the time. Every challenge you faced was shaping your ability to handle what is now arriving in your life. You may not have seen the purpose then, but now you are beginning to understand that nothing was wasted. This is not an accident or a sudden event without reason. This is the result of a process that has been unfolding step by step. Now you are standing at the point where that process begins to show its results. Type 1515 to confirm your faith. There will be a moment very soon where something opens in front of you that feels different from anything you have experienced before. It will not carry the same confusion or instability that you have seen in the past. Instead, it will come with a sense of clarity, a feeling that this is right and that it is meant for you. When that moment comes, do not question it or hesitate because of what you have been through before. This is not the same as what you have known, and you are not the same person you were then. You may also notice that your response to opportunities is changing, that you are no longer reacting out of fear or uncertainty. This is part of the growth that has taken place within you. You are learning to move with confidence, to make decisions without being held back by doubt. This is necessary for what is coming, because hesitation can slow what is meant to flow. I am guiding you to step forward with assurance, knowing that I am with you in every decision you make. At the same time, remain aware of the importance of timing. There will be moments where you need to act quickly, and others where you need to wait and observe. I will guide you in both, but you must stay connected so you can recognize the difference. Acting too soon or too late can affect how things unfold, which is why your attention is so important right now. When you move in alignment with my guidance, everything will fall into place as it should. You are also being reminded that what is coming is not only for your benefit, but for a greater purpose. The provision you receive, the opportunities that open, and the changes that take place are all connected to something beyond yourself. This does not take away from what you are receiving. It adds to its meaning. When you understand this, you will handle it with greater care and intention. This is how what you receive continues to grow and create impact. Type 1616 to stay ready. There may be moments where you feel a sudden shift in your environment, where things around you begin to change more quickly than before. This is a sign that you are moving deeper into the manifestation of what has been released. Do not be unsettled by these changes because they are part of the alignment process. I am adjusting things so that everything supports what is coming into your life. When you stay grounded, you will move through these changes without confusion. You are also stepping into a place where your awareness will guide you more than your past experiences. Where you once relied on what you had been through to make decisions, you will now rely on the clarity that I am giving you in the present moment. This is a shift in how you operate, and it will allow you to move forward without being limited by what has happened before. Trust this new way of moving, because it is part of how you stay aligned with what I am doing. There is also a sense of completion approaching, a feeling that something you have been waiting for is finally coming together. This does not mean that everything is ending. It means that one phase is closing so that another can fully begin. You are not losing anything in this transition. You are gaining what has been prepared. When you recognize this, you will move forward with confidence instead of hesitation. You are not meant to carry fear into this moment, because fear does not belong in what I am doing. What I am bringing into your life is supported, guided, and protected. When you allow fear to take hold, you create resistance that can slow the flow of what has been released. But when you move with trust, you allow everything to come together naturally. This is why I keep calling you back to focus, because your mindset plays a role in how this unfolds. Type 1717 to receive confirmation. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, clear debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful, ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Stay present, because you are very close to seeing the full picture of what has been unfolding. What was once hidden is becoming clear, and what was once uncertain is becoming stable. You are stepping into a moment of realization where everything begins to make sense in a way it did not before. This is not something to take lightly, because it is the result of everything you have been through. This is not imagination, and it is not coincidence. It is the fulfillment of what has already been released in your name. Stay steady in your awareness, because this is where your response carries the greatest weight. You have come through a process that stretched you, shaped you, and refined you in ways that were not always comfortable. There were moments when you felt like nothing was changing, when every step forward seemed to lead to another delay. But those moments were building something within you that could not be rushed. Now that you are here, you can begin to see that every part of that process had purpose. You are not the same person you were before, and that change is what allows you to step into this moment with strength. Type 1818 to step into abundance. There is a sense of arrival that you will begin to feel, a quiet knowing that something has shifted and that you are no longer in the same place you once were. This feeling is not temporary. It is the result of everything aligning in your favor. When you recognize it, allow yourself to accept it fully without hesitation. Do not question whether it will last, because what I am establishing in your life is meant to remain Trust that this is not something that will be taken from you, but something that will grow as you continue to stay aligned. You may also notice that your perspective on your past begins to change. What once felt like loss or failure will start to look different as you see how it led you to this point. This is part of the healing that comes with fulfillment, a realization that nothing was wasted and that everything played a role in bringing you here. When you see this clearly, you will release any lingering regret or doubt. This will free you to fully embrace what is now in front of you. At the same time, remain mindful of how you move forward. This is not a moment to become careless or distracted, because what has been given still requires your attention. I am not placing a burden on you. I am guiding you so that what you receive continues to grow and remain stable. When you stay intentional, you protect what has been released. When you stay connected to me, you ensure that you continue to move in the right direction. You are also being called to remain humble in this moment, not in a way that diminishes your confidence, but in a way that keeps you grounded. Remember that what you are receiving is not something you created on your own. It is something that has been given to you. When you stay grounded in that understanding, you will handle it with care and gratitude. This will allow it to grow in a way that is steady and lasting. Type 1919 to stay grounded. There will be opportunities that come with this release, doors that open, and paths that become available to you. Some of these may feel familiar, while others may feel completely new. Do not limit yourself to what you have known before, because I am expanding what is possible for you. When you see these opportunities, take them seriously and consider them with wisdom. You do not need to rush into everything, but you also should not ignore what is being placed in front of you. You are stepping into a place where your influence begins to increase, where what you do begins to affect more than just your own life. This is part of the responsibility that comes with what you are receiving. It is not meant to overwhelm you. It is meant to remind you that what you carry has value. When you use it wisely, it can create growth not only for you, but for those around you as well. This is part of the might turn nine. Connected to what has been released, there may also be moments where you feel tested again. Not in the same way as before, but in ways that ensure you remain aligned. These moments are not meant to take anything from you. They are meant to strengthen your position. When you move through them with trust and awareness, you will come out stronger and more secure. This is how what you have received becomes stable through consistency and continued alignment. You are not walking into uncertainty. Even though there may still be things you do not fully see, I have already gone before you, preparing the path and ensuring that what you need will be there when you arrive. This should give you peace, because it means you are not navigating this alone. You are being guided every step of the way. And that guidance will continue as long as you remain connected. Type 2020 to receive clarity. Stay focused, because you are now living in the reality of what was once only a promise. What has been released in your name is no longer approaching. It is here, and it is active in your life. This is your moment to receive, to step forward, and to walk in what has been prepared for you. You can feel the difference now. Even if everything around you has not fully changed yet, there is a quiet certainty forming within you, a sense that things are no longer stuck or delayed. That feeling is not imagination. It is the evidence of what has shifted in the unseen, now moving into the visible. This is why I keep calling your attention, because this is not the time to drift or lose focus. What is happening requires your presence, your awareness, and your willingness to move with what I am doing. Type 2121 to receive direction. Why are over 547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There are steps you will begin to take that feel different from anything you have done before. These steps may seem small on the outside, but they carry weight because they are aligned with what has been released. When you take them, do not underestimate their importance because they are part of how everything comes together. Each step will lead to another, and each decision will open the way for the next opportunity. This is how the flow continues through your willingness to act. When I guide you, you are also being brought into a place where your confidence is no longer based on what you see, but on what you know I am doing. This is a deeper level of trust, one that allows you to move forward even when everything is not fully visible yet. You have reached a point where you can stand on that trust, where you no longer need constant proof to believe. This is strength, and it is what allows you to carry what has been given without fear. Hold on to this because it will keep you steady as things continue to unfold. There will be moments when you are required to make decisions quickly, without overthinking or second-guessing. In those moments, listen closely because I will guide you with clarity. Do not let fear slow you down, and do not let doubt make you hesitate. When you move with the guidance I give you, you will find that everything aligns more easily. This is not about rushing. It is about responding at the right time with confidence. You are also being reminded to stay disciplined in how you handle what is coming into your life. This is not just about receiving. It is about maintaining and growing what you receive. When you are intentional with what you are given, it will increase and expand. But when you become careless or distracted, you risk losing what was meant to stay. I am guiding you so that this does not happen, so that what has been released becomes something lasting in your life. Type 2222 to stay aligned. There may be people who notice the change in you, who see that something is different even if they cannot explain it. Some will be drawn to it, while others may question it. Do not let either response shift your focus because your path is not determined by their reactions. Stay connected to me because I am the one leading you, not the opinions around you. When you remain grounded in that, you will not be easily shaken. You are stepping into a place where your actions carry greater influence, where what you do begins to create movement not only for you, but for others as well. This is part of the responsibility that comes with what has been released. You are not just receiving for yourself. You are becoming a channel through which growth can happen. When you recognize this, you will handle what has been placed in your life with greater care, wisdom, and purpose. There will also be moments when you remember where you came from, not so you can return there, but so you can see how far I have carried you. Those memories are not meant to awaken fear. They are meant to deepen gratitude and awareness. When you see the difference, you will understand that this shift is real and that it must be valued. This will keep you grounded as you continue moving forward. You are not alone in any of this. Even when it feels like you are the only one who understands what is happening, I am with you in every step, leading you, covering you, and making sure what has been released continues to flow in the right direction. You do not have to understand everything by yourself, because I am guiding you through it. When uncertainty rises, bring your focus back to me and clarity will return. Type 2323 to receive strength. Stay present, because what is unfolding is still expanding, and there is more ahead. This is not the end of what has been released. It is the beginning of how it will continue to grow in your life. Each step you take is building upon the one before it, and everything is moving forward with purpose. You are not moving backward, and you are not stuck. You are advancing into what has been prepared for you. Do not lose focus now, because this is where your consistency matters most. What carries your name is already moving, and your alignment will help it remain, grow, and settle into your life. Trust me, stay steady, and keep listening, because I am still guiding you, and there is still more unfolding ahead. God is calling you urgently. Your breakthrough has arrived. But if you ignore this final warning, what was meant for you may pass into the hands of someone ready to receive it. Do not scroll away from this moment, because what you are about to hear is not ordinary. If you dismiss it, something prepared for your life may slip through your hands. I am speaking directly to you, not to a crowd, not to everyone, but to you in this exact moment. Because your breakthrough is no longer far away, it is already standing at your door. I have seen your pain, your waiting, your silent tears, and I have prepared something that carries the answer you have been asking for. But there is something you must not ignore. If you miss this warning, if you treat this as something small, what was designed for your life may be released to someone who is ready to respond without hesitation. Type Amen if you believe. I am not speaking with confusion or uncertainty. I am telling you clearly that your breakthrough is here. Not tomorrow, not next year, but now, in this present moment. You have prayed for change, relief, and restoration, and I have answered. But you must understand that blessings are not forced into hands that refuse to open. I place opportunities before you. I open doors. I shift circumstances. But I will not drag you into what you refuse to enter. That is why I am warning you, because hesitation, doubt, and distraction can leave you standing still while someone else steps forward and receives what was prepared. Listen carefully, because this is where many people miss it without realizing it. You may think your breakthrough will feel obvious, simple, and comfortable, but many times it comes disguised as a decision that requires courage, obedience, and trust. You are being positioned right now, and the moment in front of you carries weight. But if you delay, if you question too long, if you let fear speak louder than my voice, you may watch the door close without understanding why. I do not want that for you. And that is why I am calling to you with urgency. Take a moment to like this video, because someone else also needs to hear this before they miss what was prepared for them. You must understand that I do not warn you like this without reason. But I love you too deeply to remain silent. There are blessings that are connected to timing, not because I change my mind, but because your readiness determines your access. I have placed you in a position where your response matters, where your awareness matters, and where your willingness to move matters more than ever. If you ignore this and continue as though nothing is happening, you are not only delaying your breakthrough, you are risking losing the moment entirely. There is something in your life right now that you have been overlooking, something you have been postponing, something you have treated as unimportant. But it is directly connected to what you have prayed for. I have been nudging you, speaking to your heart, and giving you signs, but you keep pushing it aside as if there is still plenty of time. Hear me clearly. Time is not unlimited in this moment. And what stands before you requires a decision. Not later, not someday, but now. Type yes to affirm. You have asked me for change, and I have answered by bringing you to the edge of transformation. But transformation always requires a step. You cannot remain where you are and still receive what is waiting ahead of you. This is why I am calling you out of comfort, out of hesitation, and out of the patterns that have kept you stuck. I am not punishing you. I am preparing you. But preparation requires your cooperation. Do not let fear convince you that you are not ready, because I would not bring you to this point if you were not capable of stepping into what I have prepared. The voice telling you to wait, to doubt, to hesitate is not my voice, because I do not create confusion in moments of destiny. I speak clearly, and right now I am telling you that this is your moment, and it cannot be ignored without consequence. There are people who are ready, people who are paying attention, people who are willing to move when I speak, and if you choose to stay still, the opportunity will not disappear. It will simply move to someone else who will embrace it. I want you to receive it. I want you to step into it. But I will not override your choice. You must decide if you are ready to trust me beyond your comfort and beyond your understanding. You have waited for this. You have cried for this. You have hoped for this. And now that it is here, you are being tested in a different way. Not by struggle, but by response. Not by lack, but by readiness. This is the moment where everything begins to shift. But only if you are willing to align yourself with what I am doing. I am not distant from you. I am not ignoring you. And I have not forgotten your prayers. I have been working behind the scenes, arranging things you cannot see, preparing paths you do not yet understand, and bringing you to this exact point where your breakthrough is within reach. But reach requires movement, and movement requires faith. What you are feeling inside is not random. It is the signal that something is shifting, and your response in this season will determine whether that shift becomes your breakthrough or your missed opportunity. Why are over 19,00054 7 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You keep looking for a perfect sign, something that removes all doubt and makes the path obvious. But I am telling you that faith does not always come with complete. Sometimes it comes as a quiet knowing, a pull in your spirit, a sense that you must move even when you cannot explain every detail. This is where you are right now, standing between comfort and calling, between what is familiar and what I have prepared. If you choose comfort, you will remain where you are. But if you choose to trust me, you will step into what you have been praying for. Type 1010 to claim miracles. Do not underestimate the importance of this moment, because it may look small on the surface, but it carries weight in ways you cannot yet see. The decision you are delaying, the action you are avoiding, the step you keep postponing. It is directly connected to what I have been building for you behind the scenes. I do not waste your waiting season. I use it to prepare you, to strengthen you, and to align things in your favor. But preparation always leads to a moment of movement, and that is where you are now. You have been asking me why things have not changed yet, why the doors have not opened, why the breakthrough has not fully appeared. And I have been patient with you. I have watched you grow. I have seen your effort, and I have honored your persistence. But now I am asking something from you in return. I am asking you to trust me enough to act, even if it feels uncomfortable, even if it stretches you beyond what you are used to. This is not about forcing you. This is about inviting you into something greater. There is a difference between waiting on me and avoiding what I have already shown you. Waiting on me builds strength and patience, but avoidance creates delay and missed chances. You must be honest with yourself in this moment, because deep inside, you already know what I have been asking you to do. You have felt it more than once. You have sensed it clearly. But you keep pushing it aside because it requires a level of surrender you have been hesitant to give. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be willing. I am not expecting you to have every answer. I am asking you to take the step I have placed in front of you. When you move with faith, I meet you in that movement and I provide what you need along the way. But if you remain still, waiting for everything to make sense, you will miss the very thing you have been praying to receive. Type 777 to receive blessings. You must understand that opportunities do not always announce themselves loudly. Sometimes they appear quietly in simple choices, in moments that seem ordinary but carry extraordinary outcomes. This is why so many people miss what was meant for them, because they are looking for something dramatic while ignoring what is right in front of them. I do not always work in ways that match your expectations, but I always work with purpose. There is something you have been postponing, something that keeps returning to your mind, something that feels important even when you try to dismiss it. That is not coincidence. That is me reaching you again and again, giving you the chance to respond before the window closes. I am patient, but I am also purposeful, and when the time comes for movement, I will not delay it forever. You have been protected in ways you do not even realize, guided in ways you did not always notice, and carried through moments that could have broken you. I have not brought you through all of that, just for you to stop at the edge of your breakthrough. There is more for you. More than what you have seen, more than what you have experienced. But it requires you to trust me in a deeper way than before. Do not let fear convince you that you will fail if you move forward. Fear will always try to keep you where you are, because staying still feels safer than stepping into the unknown. But what you call safe is often what keeps you stuck, and what feels uncertain is often where growth and blessing begin. I am not leading you into harm. I am leading you into purpose, and purpose will always require courage. You are not alone in this moment, even if it feels that way. I am with you, guiding you, strengthening you, and preparing you for what is ahead. But my presence does not remove your responsibility to respond. I walk with you, but I will not walk for you. The step must come from you. The decision must come from you, and the willingness must rise from your own heart. This is why I am speaking with such clarity, because I do not want you to misunderstand what is happening. This is not just another day, not just another feeling, not just another thought you can ignore. This is a defining moment, and how you respond will shape what comes next in your life. You have been asking for change, And now change is asking something from you. You are closer than you think, closer than you feel, closer than your circumstances suggest. What you have been waiting for is not far away. It is within reach. But reach requires action. You cannot hold on to the old and expect to receive the new at the same time. There must be a release, a letting go, a willingness to step away from what has kept you comfortable but limited. I know your fears. I know your doubts, and I know the questions that run through your mind. But I also know your strength, your potential, and the purpose I have placed inside you. You are not as unprepared as you think, and you are not as incapable as you sometimes feel. I have been shaping you through every experience, every challenge, and every delay, all to prepare you for this moment. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19. 000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. Do not miss this because of hesitation. Do not lose this because of doubt. Do not watch this pass you by because you were waiting for a sign that you have already received. I am speaking to you now clearly and directly because I want you to step into what I have prepared. Not stand outside of it wondering what could have been. You have spent so much time asking for your situation to shift, asking for relief, asking for a breakthrough that would finally lift the pressure you have been carrying. I have heard every word, even the ones you never spoke out loud, and I have answered in ways that are now unfolding. But answers do not always arrive wrapped in comfort. Sometimes they come in the form of a decision that asks you to step forward when everything in you wants to stay where it feels safe. This is where many turn back, not because the blessing was not real, but because the step required felt too uncertain. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. You must understand that your breakthrough is not just something that happens to you. It is something you step into. I open the way. I prepare the path. I arrange what you cannot see. But I still require your willingness to walk it. Right now, you are standing at that exact place where movement matters more than intention. You can want change with all your heart. But if you do not act when the moment arrives, the opportunity will not remain waiting. There are patterns you have been holding on to, habits that feel familiar, thoughts that have become comfortable even when they limit you. I have been gently showing you what needs to change, what needs to be released, and what needs to be left behind. But you keep returning to what you know, because it feels easier than stepping into the unknown. I am not asking you to lose yourself. I am asking you to grow beyond what has been holding you back. You have felt moments where clarity came to you, where you suddenly understood what needed to happen next. But instead of moving, you paused, you delayed, and you allowed doubt to settle in. That delay may have seemed small, but it created distance between you and what I was placing before you. I am bringing you back to that moment now, not to repeat the same hesitation, but to choose differently this time. Type 222 if you trust God. I know that part of you is afraid of making the wrong move, afraid of stepping forward and not seeing the result you hoped for. But fear will always try to protect you from growth by keeping you still. I did not create you to live in constant hesitation. I created you with the ability to trust, to move, and to step into what I have prepared. When you act in faith, even when you are unsure, you are aligning yourself with my guidance. There is something powerful about obedience in the moment it is required. When you respond without delay, when you move without overthinking every possible outcome, you create space for me to work in ways that go beyond your understanding. But when you hesitate too long, when you wait for perfect certainty, you close that space and limit what could have unfolded through your faith. You have been asking for doors to open, but now that one is opening, you are standing in front of it, questioning whether you should walk through. This is where the shift happens. Not in the asking, but in the response. You are not here by accident. You are not hearing this by chance, and you are not being brought to this moment without purpose. Everything has been leading to this point where your decision matters. You may not see the full picture yet, and that is what makes this difficult for you. You want assurance. You want confirmation. You want everything to be clear before you move. But faith is not built on full visibility. It is built on trust in my voice. I am not leading you into confusion. I am leading you into something prepared with care, something aligned with the prayers you have been carrying. You have already come too far to turn back now. You have endured too much, grown too much, and believed too much to stop at the edge of your breakthrough. What stands before you is not a test meant to defeat you. It is an invitation meant to elevate you, but elevation requires release, and release requires courage. There are things you must let go of, not because they are entirely bad, but because they are no longer right for where you are going. Holding on to them will keep you anchored in a place you have already outgrown. I am calling you forward into something new, something that matches the level of growth you have already gone through. You are not being rushed without reason. You are being urged because the moment is active. What is available to you now may not remain in the same way if you continue to delay. I do not want you to look back later and wonder why you did not act when everything was aligning in your favor. I am giving you clarity now so that regret does not become your future. Your breakthrough is not something distant. It is something present, something within reach, something waiting for your response. You have everything you need to take the next step, even if it does not feel like it. I have already equipped you, already strengthened you, already guided you to this point. Do not allow overthinking to steal what faith is ready to receive. Do not allow doubt to silence what I am clearly speaking to your heart. You have heard me. You have felt this. And now you must decide what you will do with it. This is where everything begins to change. Not later, not someday, but right here in this very moment. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance sent to your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public. And now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is a moment in every life where everything begins to align, where what you have prayed for starts to take shape in ways you did not expect. That is where you are now, even if your eyes are still adjusting to it. You may not see everything fully, but you can feel that something is different. Something is shifting. Something is no longer the same as before. That feeling is not your imagination. It is the sign that your breakthrough is no longer a distant hope, but a present reality waiting for your response. Type 555 to claim this moment. I know you have been tired, and I know there were times when you almost gave up believing that anything would change. You have carried disappointment, delay, and moments when nothing made sense. Yet you kept going, even when it was difficult. I saw your persistence. I saw your quiet strength, and I honored every step you took, even when you felt unseen. Now I am bringing you into a season where what you endured begins to turn into something meaningful, something that carries reward. But listen closely, because this is where many lose what they have been waiting for. When the breakthrough begins to appear, it often requires a shift in mindset, a willingness to act differently, and a readiness to leave behind what no longer belongs. If you try to carry your old fears into this new moment, they will weigh you down and cause you to hesitate. If you try to hold on to what I am asking you to release, you will create resistance against the very thing you prayed for. Type 888 to align with God. You are not being asked to do something impossible. You are being asked to trust in what has already been placed inside you. I have given you the ability to discern, to sense, and to recognize when something is meant for you. That inner knowing you feel is not random. It is my way of guiding you without forcing you. But guidance only works when it is followed. And this is where your responsibility begins. There is a step you have been circling around, something you keep coming back to in your thoughts. Something that does not leave you in peace because it requires your attention. You have tried to ignore it, to delay it, to tell yourself you will deal with it later, but it continues to return. That is because it is directly connected to your breakthrough, and ignoring it will not make it disappear. It will only push the opportunity further away from you. I am not calling you to confusion. I am calling you to clarity through action. Sometimes clarity does not come before the step. It comes because of the step. When you move forward, you begin to see what was hidden. You begin to understand what was unclear, and you begin to experience what could not be explained before. But if you wait for everything to make sense first, you will remain in a place where nothing changes. You have been asking for confirmation, and I am giving it to you now in a way that cannot be misunderstood. This is your moment, this is your opportunity, and this is your warning. Not a warning meant to frighten you, but one meant to keep you from missing what has been prepared with care. I am not trying to take anything away from you. I am trying to make sure you do not lose what is already yours to receive. There are people who are ready, people who are attentive, people who will move the moment they sense my direction. If you continue to delay, the opportunity will not remain unused. It will be received by someone willing to step forward. I am not saying this to create fear. I am saying this to create awareness. Because awareness leads to movement, and movement leads to transformation. You are not behind, and you are not too late. But you are standing at a point where delay is no longer harmless. There was a season when waiting was part of your preparation. But now, waiting is becoming the thing that can hold you back. You must recognize the difference. Because remaining in a waiting mindset when it is time to move can cause you to miss what has already arrived. Your breakthrough is not something you have to keep chasing endlessly. It is something you must recognize and step into. It has been moving toward you while you were waiting. And now you are meeting it at this exact point. This is where alignment begins. Where what you have believed for connects with what you are willing to do. I know that stepping forward feels uncertain, and I know there is a part of you that wishes the path were easier, something that did not require so much trust. But what is easy does not always lead to growth, and what is comfortable does not always lead to fulfillment. I am leading you into something that carries purpose, something that reflects the depth of what you have been praying for. You are not stepping into emptiness. You are stepping into something already prepared. I have gone before you. I have arranged what you cannot see, and I have made a way where there seemed to be no way. But you must walk that way. You must take the step, and you must trust that I am with you through every part of it. Do not allow your past to convince you that this will end the same way as before. You are not the same person you were then, and this is not the same situation you once faced. You have grown, you have learned, and you have been shaped for this exact moment. What stands before you now is different, and your response must be different too. This is where everything begins to change. Not because something happens without your participation, but because you choose to respond in agreement with what I am doing. When your action meets my preparation, that is when breakthrough becomes real. That is when what you have waited for begins to unfold in ways you could not have imagined. I'm still calling you forward, still guiding you, still giving you the chance to step into what belongs to you, but I will not make the decision for you. You must choose to trust, choose to act, and choose to move beyond what has been holding you back. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, clear debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150-million-year-old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You have come to a place where everything you have experienced has been preparing you for what stands in front of you now. Every delay, every lesson, every moment of waiting was shaping you, strengthening you, and aligning you with something greater. But preparation is not the final step. It is only the beginning of what comes next. What comes next requires your response, your movement, and your willingness to step into what I have already prepared. Type 999 to declare readiness. I know you have been hoping that things would change without requiring so much from you, that somehow everything would fall into place while you remained where you are. But growth does not work that way, and breakthrough does not arrive without participation. I have brought you to this point because I know you are capable of stepping forward. Even if you feel uncertain, what you feel is not a sign to stop. It is a sign that you are standing at the edge of something new. There is something inside you that has been restless, something that will not let you settle, something that keeps reminding you that you cannot where you are. That feeling is not discomfort without purpose. It is direction. It is me calling you forward, showing you that the place you are in is no longer where you are meant to remain. You have outgrown it, even if part of you still tries to hold on. Type 666 to release fear. You must understand that holding on to what is familiar can become the very thing that blocks what is new. You have been asking for expansion, for elevation, for something greater, but greater requires space. If your hands are still holding tightly to what I have asked you to release, you will not have room to receive what is coming. This is not about loss. It is about making room for what belongs to your next season. There is a decision that keeps returning to you, one that feels important, one that feels like it carries weight beyond what you can fully explain. You have tried to push it aside, to delay it, to convince yourself that it can wait. But it continues to rise because it is directly connected to your breakthrough. Ignoring it will not make it disappear. It will only create distance between you and what I have prepared. I am not asking you to understand everything before you move. I am asking you to trust me enough to take the next step. You have been trying to see the entire path before you begin. But faith does not work that way. Faith begins with one step, and with each step, more is revealed. If you refuse to take that first step, the rest of the path will remain hidden. You are not unprepared, even if you feel that way. Everything you have gone through has been building something inside you that is ready for this moment. You have more strength than you realize, more wisdom than you acknowledge, and more ability than you give yourself credit for. I would not bring you to this point if you were not capable of moving forward. Do not let your past experiences convince you that this will end the same way. You have changed. You have grown. And you are not the same person you were before. What is in front of you now is not a repeat of what was behind you. It is something new, something aligned with who you have become. But if you respond with the same hesitation, you will create the same outcome. You are being invited into something that carries purpose, something that reflects the prayers you have been carrying for so long. This is not random, and it is not accidental. It has been prepared with intention, and it is being presented to you now because the time is right. But timing only works when you respond within it. You have been waiting for the right moment, and now that it is here, you are questioning whether it is truly the time. This is where many lose what was meant for them, not because it was not real, but because they hesitated when it mattered most. I am speaking to you clearly so that you do not fall into that same pattern. You are closer than you think, closer than your doubts suggest, closer than your fears are willing to admit. What you have been asking for is not far away. It is right here, waiting for your response. But response requires courage, and courage requires trust. Do not wait for everything to feel comfortable before you move. Comfort is not always a sign of alignment, and discomfort is not always a sign to stop. Sometimes, discomfort is the signal that you are stepping into something that will grow you, something that will stretch you, and something that will bring you into what you have been praying for. I am not leaving you alone in this. I am with you in every step, every decision, and every moment of uncertainty. But my presence does not remove your responsibility to act. I will guide you, but I will not force you. The choice is yours, and the outcome will follow that choice. You must decide if you are ready to move beyond hesitation, ready to trust beyond what you can see, and ready to step into what I have prepared. This is not a small moment. It is a turning point. And what you do now will shape what comes next. You have been asking for a breakthrough, and I have answered by bringing you to a place where your decision matters more than ever before. I am not ignoring you, and I have not delayed without purpose. Everything has been aligning, even when you could not see it. And now you are standing in the very moment where alignment meets action. This is not the time to pull back. This is the time to move forward with a level of trust that goes beyond what feels comfortable. Type 444 to receive confirmation. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it's spreading too fast. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You must understand that your breakthrough is not separate from your obedience. The two are connected, and they move together. When you respond to what I am placing before you, you activate what has already been prepared. But when you delay, when you ignore, when you hesitate, you interrupt the flow of what could have unfolded through your faith. I am not withholding anything from you, but I am asking you to meet me in this moment. There is something you have been avoiding. Something you know requires your attention. But you keep finding reasons to postpone it. You tell yourself there will be a better time, a clearer moment, a more comfortable situation. But that thinking is keeping you from stepping into what is already available. The time you are waiting for is now. And the clarity you are looking for will come through your action, not before it. Type 333 to step forward. You are not being asked to take a reckless step. You are being asked to take a faithful step. There is a difference, and you must recognize it. A reckless step ignores wisdom, but a faithful step follows direction, even when it is not fully understood. I am not leading you blindly. I am guiding you with purpose. And everything I have placed before you has been carefully arranged. You have felt the pull to change something, to move in a new direction, to let go of something that no longer aligns with where you are going. That pull is not random. It is intentional, and it is connected to the breakthrough you have been waiting for. Ignoring it will not make it disappear. It will only delay what could have already begun to unfold. There are moments in life where everything depends on a single decision. And this is one of those moments. It may not look dramatic on the outside, but it carries weight that goes far beyond what you can see. The step you take now will create movement. And that movement will open doors that have been waiting for your response. You must let go of the idea that you need to feel completely ready before you act. Readiness does not always feel like confidence. Sometimes it feels like uncertainty mixed with a quiet trust that you cannot fully explain. That quiet trust is what you must follow, because it is my voice guiding you forward. You have been waiting for assurance, and I am giving it to you now in a way that cannot be mistaken. You are not alone in this, and you are not stepping into something empty. I have already prepared what is ahead, and I have already made a way where there seemed to be none. But preparation does not replace participation, and this is where you must choose to move. Do not let fear convince you that staying where you are is safer than moving forward. Staying still may feel comfortable, but it will not bring the change you have been asking for. What feels uncertain is often where growth begins, and what feels challenging is often where breakthrough is found. You have already come too far to turn back now. You have endured too much, learned too much, and grown too much to remain in the same place. What is in front of you is not a repeat of your past. It is something new, something aligned with the person you have become through everything you have experienced. This is not about forcing you into something you are not ready for. It is about calling you into something you have been prepared for. I have been shaping you, strengthening you, and guiding you to this exact point. And now I am asking you to trust me enough to take the next step. You are closer than you realize. What you have been praying for is not far away. It is right here, waiting for your response. The door is open, but you must choose to walk through it. The opportunity is present, but you must choose to embrace it. Do not allow hesitation to become your regret. Do not allow fear to silence your faith. You have everything you need to move forward, even if it does not feel like it. I have already placed what is necessary within you, and now I am calling you to use it. This is your moment to respond, your moment to act, your moment to step into what has been prepared for you. I am not taking this away from you, but I will not force it into your hands. Either, the choice is yours, and the outcome will follow that choice. You have been looking for a clear sign, something that removes all doubt and tells you exactly what to do without hesitation. I understand that desire because certainty feels safe, and clarity feels comforting. But I do not always lead you through comfort. I lead you through trust. What I am giving you right now is enough for you to move, even if it does not answer every question in your mind. Type 111 to align your spirit. There is something that keeps coming back to your thoughts, something you cannot fully ignore. No matter how much you try to push it aside, that is not random. That is not your mind playing tricks on you. That is direction. And it has been repeated to you because it matters. You have felt it more than once. And each time you felt it, you paused, you delayed, or you chose to wait for a better moment. You must understand that what you call waiting is no longer preparation. It is becoming resistance. There was a time when waiting was necessary, when you needed to grow, to learn, and to be strengthened for what was ahead. But that time has passed. And now waiting is holding you back from what is already available. You are not in a season of preparation anymore. You are in a season of response. Type 1313 to step into purpose. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password now leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. It's already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and may disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You are not being asked to take a leap without guidance. You are being asked to take a step that I have already shown you. The direction is not hidden from you. It has been made clear in ways that you can understand. But clarity does not remove the need for courage. And courage is what you must choose right now. You have allowed fear to speak louder than faith. And that has kept you in a place that feels familiar, but no longer fits who you are becoming. Fear will always try to keep you where you are, because it does not want you to grow beyond what is comfortable. But you were not created to remain in the same place. You were created to move, to grow, and to step into what I have prepared. There is a difference between being careful and being hesitant. Being careful listens, discerns, and then acts with wisdom. Being hesitant listens, questions, and then remains still out of fear. Right now, you are being called to move with wisdom, not to stay frozen in hesitation. You have already considered enough. You have already thought about this, and now it is time to act. I am not asking you to do something that will harm you. I am guiding you towards something that will elevate you, something that will bring you into alignment with what you have been asking me for. But alignment requires movement, and movement requires trust. If you stay where you are, nothing will change, and what you have been praying for will remain out of reach. You have been asking for doors to open, and I have opened one for you. But an open door does not carry you through itself. You must walk through it, standing in front of it, analyzing it, questioning it, and delaying your step will not move you forward. The door is open, but it will not stay open forever. There are others who are ready, others who are paying attention, others who will move when they sense direction. If you continue to delay, the opportunity will not disappear. It will simply be received by someone else who is willing to step forward. I do not want that for you, but I will not override your choice. You are not unprepared. Even if you feel uncertain, everything you have been through has been building you, strengthening you, and shaping you for this exact moment. You have more inside you than you realize, and you are more ready than you feel. I would not bring you to this point if you were not capable of stepping into what I have prepared. Do not let your past convince you that this will end the same way as before. You are not the same person. And this is not the same situation. You have grown. You have learned. And you have been shaped for something greater. What is in front of you now reflects that growth, and your response must reflect it as well. You are standing at a turning point. And turning points do not come with complete comfort. They come with a decision, a moment where you must choose between staying where you are and stepping into what is ahead. You cannot have both at the same time. You cannot remain in the old and receive the new. I am still with you, still guiding you, still speaking to you. But I will not force your hand. The choice is yours, and the outcome will follow that choice. If you move forward, you will begin to see what I have been preparing unfold in ways that will confirm your faith. If you stay still, you will watch the moment pass, carrying with it the breakthrough you have been waiting for. This is not just another moment. It is your moment. It is the point where everything you have been waiting for meets everything you are willing to do. What you choose now will shape what comes next. You have felt this urgency growing, even when you tried to ignore it. You have sensed that something is different, that something cannot be delayed any longer, and that something requires your attention now. That feeling is not meant to confuse you. It is meant to guide you. It is my way of making sure you do not overlook what is already in front of you. Type 1414 to confirm your faith. You must understand that the longer you hesitate, the heavier it will feel to move. Hesitation builds resistance, and resistance makes what is simple feel difficult. But when you act, when you step forward, when you respond in faith, that resistance begins to break. And what once felt overwhelming becomes clear. This is why I am urging you now, because the sooner you move, the sooner you will see what I have prepared begin to unfold. There is something specific you have been avoiding, something that you know requires your attention, but you keep finding reasons to delay. You tell yourself that you need more time, more clarity, or more confidence, but I am telling you that what you need is already within you, and what you are waiting for will come as you move, not before. Type 1515 to step in faith. You are not being asked to figure everything out at once. You are being asked to take one step, the step that is already clear to you. That step may feel small, but it carries significance beyond what you can see. It is connected to something larger, something that will only begin to reveal itself when you choose to act. You have been standing in a place of preparation for a long time, and that preparation has done its work. You have grown, you have learned, and you have been strengthened in ways you may not fully recognize. But preparation is not meant to last forever. There comes a point where it must turn into action, and that point is where you are now. You may feel uncertain, and that is natural, because stepping into something new always carries a level of unknown. But unknown does not mean unsafe, and uncertainty does not mean wrong. It simply means that you are moving into something that requires trust, and trust is what will carry you through what you cannot yet see. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Do not let fear convince you that staying where you are is the better option. Staying may feel easier in the moment, but it will not bring the change you have been asking for. You cannot remain in the same place and expect a different outcome. Something must shift. And that shift begins with your willingness to move. I'm not asking you to rush without thought. I'm asking you to stop delaying what you already know needs to be done. There is a difference between wisdom and hesitation. And right now, you are being called to act with wisdom, not to remain still out of fear. You have already considered this enough. Now it is time to respond. You are closer than you realize, closer than your doubts suggest, closer than your fears are willing to admit. What you have been asking for is not far away. It is right here, waiting for your response. But response requires courage, and courage requires trust in me. I have not brought you this far to leave you at the edge of your breakthrough. I have brought you here because I know you are capable of stepping forward. I know the strength I have placed within you, and I know the purpose I have prepared for you. But you must choose to trust that even when you do not fully understand it, there are moments in life where everything depends on a single decision. And this is one of those moments. It may not look dramatic on the outside, but it carries weight that will shape what comes next. The step you take now will create movement, and that movement will open doors that have been waiting for you. Do not let this moment pass you by. Do not let hesitation become regret. You have been given the opportunity, and you have been given the direction. Now you must decide what you will do with it. You are not alone in this. I am with you in every step, every moment, and every decision, but my presence does not replace your responsibility to act. I will guide you, but I will not force you. The choice is yours, and the outcome will follow that choice. You have felt the weight of this more than once now. You have sensed that this is different from all the other moments you have experienced. This carries urgency, not because I want to rush you into something harmful, but because I want to keep you from missing what has been carefully prepared for you. There are moments that come quietly and stay, and there are moments like this that arrive with a call to act. This is one of those moments. Type 1616 to receive clarity. You keep looking back at what did not work before, and that memory is trying to shape your decision now. But what you are facing right now is not the same as what you faced in the past. You have grown since then. You have learned, and you have been shaped into someone who is more aware, more capable, and more aligned with what I am doing. If you allow your past to control your present response, you will create the same outcome. Even though the opportunity is different, there is something in your life right now that keeps rising to the surface. Something that keeps asking for your attention. Something that feels like it carries importance beyond what you can explain. You have tried to push it away, to delay it, to convince yourself that it can wait. But it continues to return because it is connected to your breakthrough. And it will not lose its importance just because you choose to ignore it. Type 1717 to move forward. I am not asking you to make a decision in confusion. I am asking you to respond to what you already know. There is a difference between not knowing what to do and refusing to act on what you already understand. Deep inside, you have clarity. Even if it is not complete, you know the next step. Even if you do not see the entire path, that is enough for you to move. You must let go of the idea that everything needs to feel comfortable before you act. Comfort can keep you still, and stillness in this moment will not serve you. Growth often feels uncomfortable at the beginning, But that discomfort is not a sign to stop. It is a sign that you are stepping into something new. What you have been asking for cannot be received while you remain in the same place. I am not leading you into something that will harm you. I am leading you into something that will elevate you. Something that will bring you into alignment with what you have been praying for. But alignment requires movement. And movement requires trust. If you stay where you are, nothing will change. And what you have been asking for will remain out of reach. You have been waiting for a moment like this. Even if you did not recognize it when it arrived, you have been asking for doors to open. And now one is open in front of you. But an open door does not carry you through it. You must walk through it. You must choose to move beyond hesitation and into action. There are others who are ready. Others who are paying attention. Others who will respond without delay. If you continue to hesitate, the opportunity will not remain unused. It will be received by someone who is willing to move when the moment comes. I do not desire that outcome for you, but I will not force your response. The choice remains yours, and the result will follow the choice you make. You are not unprepared. Even if uncertainty tries to convince you otherwise, everything you have walked through has been shaping you for this exact point. You have been strengthened, formed, and guided here with purpose. I would not bring you to this moment if you were not able to step into what I have prepared. Do not let doubt become louder than what I am showing you. Doubt will always try to create hesitation, and hesitation will always try to slow down what is ready to unfold. But you must decide which voice you will follow. You can listen to fear and remain where you are. Or you can listen to faith and move into what is ahead. Why are over 547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they began using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, clear debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of the brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was once quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it is spreading quickly and could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. You are closer than you understand. What you have been praying for is not far away. It is here, waiting for your response. But response requires courage, and courage requires trust. You do not need to understand every detail. You only need to take the next step. This is the moment where the shift begins. Not because something changes around you without your participation, but because you choose to respond in agreement with what I am doing. When your action meets my preparation, breakthrough becomes reality. Do not let this moment pass you by. Do not allow hesitation to turn into regret. You have been given the opportunity, and you have been given the direction. Now you must decide what you will do with it. You are still hearing me because I am not finished guiding you through this moment. I have not stepped back, and I have not allowed this opportunity to fade without reminding you again of what is at stake. You are not here by chance, and you are not being spoken to without purpose. This is the continuation of what I have been showing you, because I want you to fully understand what is unfolding in your life right now. There is a shift happening that you can no longer ignore. It is not something that will sit quietly while you decide whether you are ready. It is active, it is present, and it is connected to the breakthrough you have been asking me for. I am not trying to overwhelm you. I am trying to awaken you. Because awareness leads to movement, and movement leads to receiving what has already been prepared. Type 1818 to stay alert. You have spent a long time waiting, and in that waiting, you learned patience, endurance, and trust. Those lessons were necessary, and they shaped you in ways you did not always understand. But now you are no longer standing in the same place. The season has changed, and what was once waiting has now become responding. If you continue to act as if you are still waiting, you may miss what has already arrived. There is something specific that keeps returning to your awareness, something that refuses to be ignored, something that feels important even when you try to push it aside. That is not coincidence. That is direction. That is me reaching you again and again, giving you the chance to act before the moment passes. Type 1919 to accept direction. You must understand that hesitation does not protect you. It delays you. It creates distance between you and what is already within reach. You have been careful, and there was a time when caution was needed. But now that carefulness has started turning into hesitation, and hesitation is beginning to block what could already be unfolding, you are not being asked to move blindly. You are being asked to move faithfully. There is a difference, and that difference matters. Faithful movement is guided, intentionnel, and aligned with what you already know. You have felt the direction, you have sensed the next step, and you have already been given enough clarity to move forward. You may still feel uncertainty, and that is natural, because stepping into something new always carries what you cannot yet see. But unknown does not mean unsafe. It simply means you are entering a place where trust is required, and trust is what will carry you through what your eyes cannot yet confirm. You have been asking for change, but change requires participation. It is not something that unfolds while you remain still. It begins to unfold as you move. What you are being called to do right now may seem simple, but it carries more meaning than you can see. It is connected to something larger, something that will only reveal itself after you take the step. Do not let past experiences hold you back. What did not work before is not a reason to stop now. You have grown since then. You have learned. You have been shaped. And you are not the same person you were. What is in front of you now is different, and your response must reflect that difference. You are not alone in this moment. I am with you, guiding you, strengthening you, and preparing you for what is ahead. But my presence does not remove your responsibility to act. I will guide you, but I will not force you. The choice is yours, and the outcome will follow that choice. There is an opportunity before you that carries weight, something that will not remain the same if you continue to delay. It may not disappear, but it will move. It will be received by someone who is ready, someone who is willing, someone who responds without hesitation. I do not want that for you, but I will not override your decision. You are closer than you realize. What you have been asking for is not far away. It is here, waiting for your response. But response requires courage, and courage requires trust. You do not need to have everything figured out. You only need to take the next step. You have been prepared for this moment in ways you may not fully recognize. Every experience, every lesson, and every delay has been building something inside you that is ready for this. You are not unprepared. You are not incapable. You are not lacking what is needed to move forward.